Top 3 chocolate bars.
Top 3
really
chocolate.
Quick.
Oh,
Quick
man.
fire.
Dairy milk.
Not available in Germany.
Yeah, well, toffee crisp. Thank you.
What even is that? Stop bringing in your fucking British shit. Like the next thing you gotta go. It's like
dairy milk, toffee crisp, and
we don't even have to do this.
Oh, Galaxy's really good. Oh yeah, Galaxy. Actually, no, Aero Mint.
I knew you would bring in mint. I knew you would bring in mint. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Okay.
No.
Guys, welcome back to another Q&A where Nico is still with me as Paddy has just returned, but is still sleeping off his jet lag.
He's not. He's sitting in the office like 300 meters from
Sleeping. Head on his desk.
Don't know.
Anyway, you guys have asked us some questions and me and Nico have the answers for one more week. Although, you'll be coming back a few more times, right?
Guess
on the channel. We'll alternate. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get straight into the Q&A. Enough talking.
Yeah.
You start.
I got a question for you, and it comes from Zayan Dibanik. Question to Matt. Liverpool got battered in the first leg. Can they still reach the finals? Also, did Spurs bottle the first leg as it was their home fixture? Can they turn the tide for their favour as well?
This word bottle has been taken out of hand so much. There was another question from someone saying, will English teams bring home the European trophies or completely bottle it? I'm like, guys. The term bottle is when you have a clear advantage. Just playing at home is not a clear advantage because both teams play at home.
Yeah, but maybe having 200 million in TV money coming in every year compared to 10 million.
According to Ten Hag. So Liverpool got battered in the first leg. They didn't get battered in the game, but result-wise, yes, 3-0 was very difficult. Can they still reach the finals? It's a long shot without conceding as well. If Liverpool got an away goal,
Liverpool,
maybe.
No, honestly,
but I can't see it happening.
Way.
Did Spurs bottle the first leg? They lost. They weren't ahead in the first place, so they can't bottle it. They lost. Sometimes, I know it's a surprise to the YouTube community, sometimes football teams lose games.
It sucks,
It doesn't mean they bottled it.
It's the truth.
Sometimes teams just lose and that's how it goes. Can they turn it in their favour as well? It'll be very difficult. However, the one bit that sort of, Spurs fans can cling on to is the fact that in Ajax's fantastic Champions League season, they actually lost and drew in the home games against Real Madrid and Juve.
That is true.
They didn't win either game at home. They did it all in the away leg.
Which is crazy.
Which is even more bizarre and even more amazing. But we'll see what happens. Right, next up from Nadendla Avinash. She says, why do teams play different in home and away games?
No, we should probably ask Ajax that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question.
Or is it maybe a very simple question and he asked about the jerseys? Why do they wear different jerseys?
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Why do you think?
It is hard to tell. Back in the days, it was a bit different. Back in the days, it was like, if you have a two-leg, how do you say that? Series?
Yeah,
Two-game series match. Yeah. It was just about making sure you don't get battered at home because it was different. Teams could lose to a team away by 5 goals and then at home win by 6. It was possible in the 1970s. It has changed a little bit, especially since teams have more of a mentality and more of their own style that they really want to stick to. So I would say it's less and less that teams play very different at home than they play away. Wouldn't you say that it gets...
I completely agree. Yeah. With that style thing, I think is what we're seeing recently, in the last few years especially, when a team has a style, they very rarely adapt it drastically. Yeah. You can change bits here and there, but like Liverpool play, whether it's at home to Huddersfield on Friday night or away in the new camp. Yeah. Klopp has a style, they play their football. Yeah. It's 11v11 on a grass pitch.
Yesterday, the first 60 minutes were a perfect example to show like Liverpool does not play different.
Yeah, Liverpool didn't change and go defensive and panic. Yeah. They were really good.
But there are still managers that do it. Mourinho has always been one of the guys who, like, when the first leg is away, he's just going to try to concede as little goals as possible and not worry about scoring himself.
Yeah, I know, but I think that the home away advantage right now isn't as big a deal as it used to be, which is also why there's conversations about getting rid of the away goal rule.
Yeah. Would you like that?
Only because it's what I'm used to. I wouldn't, but I'm sure after a year I'll get used to it and just be like, whatever.
All right. I got the next question for you. It comes from Surah JD. Looking at the current crazy transfer market, how much do you think these legends from the past would be worth now? And I would say we do this in the money is not an issue. Yeah. So what would be the transfer fee on the peak of their powers?
Okay.
And we're starting with Ronaldo, and I would say peak of his powers was probably 2002 World Cup season when he just returned from the injury and was just unstoppable.
Yeah. So so that's him now.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be the best striker in the world.
He would, yeah.
So 200 million, maybe.
Bam!
Yeah, we're going straight for it.
Straight in. Ronaldinho. Talking about 05 Ronaldinho.
Oh, God,
Or
yeah.
maybe a bit later. 04 or
04 to 06, yeah. 02 to 06. Again, he's going to be one of the best in the world. So, yeah. Anywhere between 150 to 200 million for these guys.
Yeah, I would say Ronaldinho would be a bit cheaper. I don't know. He's not a striker, and like 150, I'd say.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's Ronaldinho.
It's tough.
This one is better though.
Okay.
Maldini. This man has a career that stretched out for like 60 years, so it's hard to tell when the peak of his powers was. But we're talking about a defender here.
Defenders, yeah, normally go for less. Well, again, if you're saying the best in the world, I don't think Maldini was the best ever. At one stage, he was probably the best defender in the world. Maybe 100 million. If Van Dijk went for 75 and people are saying he's the best, although he'd go for more now, yeah, maybe 100, 120.
That is a lot.
That seems excessive.
I would say 100 is the. But on the other hand, probably this summer transfer window.
Basically, if you just name a guy who was at one time the best in the world, then yeah, it's going to be stupid money. Yeah.
Which brings us to the last name, and that is Zinedine Zidane.
See, Zidane, even at the time in 2001 when he went to Real Madrid for 45 million, I believe.
Well, it was
50,
in euro. It was like 72 million, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, back then it was about 50 million pounds, I think.
Yeah. I've recently read an article about that where they basically shown how much it would be if you would like do the math till 2 days. For
how much was it?
I think like 160 million or something like that.
160 million for Zidane. That works out well for me. Right, next one from Bijab, I think so. Is our Bayern, going to be one of Europe's best next season?
Next seasons
with a Z.
I don't think so. But I think if Bayern does everything right, they're going to be so much fun to watch next season. Because they're already on the path of bringing in young talent, young players that I really like. And if they keep on doing it and actually bring a few offensive players, and Coman and Napoli keep on going their way, so does Kimmich, I think they're going to be so much fun to watch, but not a competitor for a Champions League title, I would say. No, not next season. Give them, I would say, honestly, Bayern to have a decent shot, I would say 2 to 3 years.
2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. They're not
Sounds
willing.
about right.
They're not willing to buy world-class players. They buy players that they think can become world-class with the right coach, with the right environment that Bayern certainly has. That's what they're going for. So give them a bit of time. All right, Shine Banana. Nice. Shiny Banana. Shine Banana. Has Brendan Rodgers? How did he make the Q&A? Has Brendan Rodgers got a chance to make Leicester City break into the top 6 and make a 7th team compete at the top in England?
As good a chance as any. Out of the ones who are competing, and we mentioned them I think last week, like the Wolves, Watford, Leicester, Everton, West Ham. Out of the ones competing, yes. They've got such a phenomenal squad of young, talented English players with a few experienced players. They're coming to the end of a cycle almost. Kasper Schmeichel's in his early 30s. Wes Morgan's definitely going to be out. He's not for the future. Again, mid-30s. Same with Johnny Evans. Christian Fuchs leaving at the end of the season.
How
Danny
old
Simpson
is Christian
almost.
Fuchs now?
Yeah, I don't know, 33, 32.
Looks
Albrighton's the same. Okazaki's leaving. Vardy's still brilliant, Jamie Vardy, 32 as well though. But the core, however, if they can build it around the likes of Pereira, Chilwell, Ndidi, James Maddison, Tielemans if they sign him on a permanent transfer, yes. And especially with Rodgers. That's exactly the kind of club that he should have taken over, and it's good that he has. Because I honestly think they can do really well. Really?
Yeah.
I think he's a great coach.
Yeah? Well, you know more about the Premier League than I do, so I would just...
I'm not sure if he can break in the top 6, but certainly he'll make it competitive.
All right, I'll take that.
Right, next up from Swamp Donkey 24. I was going to say that with a straight face. A unique quickfire. Here we go.
I can't believe Petty uses his nickname.
So we've had an interesting quickfire instead of all the regular ones. Because
what is it about?
Alcácer or Morata?
Alcácer.
Ooh. Oh,
Alcácer is...
Götze or Sigurdsson?
I would have taken Sigurdsson in the last 3 years. Right now I'm taking Götze. He's Dortmund's best at the moment.
Gnabry or Di Maria?
Gnabry. Yeah. Brilliant.
Neres or Torgan Hazard?
Neres. Love him. Hazard is great, but I just love David Neres.
Werner or Jovic?
Jovic, get out of here. Don't ask me
Dybala
that.
or Vinicius? Ooh, that's a bit unfair, that one.
Well, obviously I'm taking Dybala here, but give Vinicius 2 years.
Batshuayi or Balotelli?
Balotelli.
Yeah, Balotelli, of course.
Balo.
Nathan Ake or Joel Matip?
Oof. That comes out of nowhere compared to the other ones.
But this is it's unique quickfire. He said it. It's not the same Rashford or Dembele or Sancho all the time.
I'm going for Matip for no good reason. I'm just taking Matip.
I'm taking Ake. All right, whatever. Next.
I think Matip didn't look that bad against Barcelona.
No, it was all right.
I mean, yeah. Well, this question is for both of you. Which is your all-time favorite football boot? And I know you got proper Hobbit feet, so you probably wearing Puma.
All-time favorite football boot has to be the David Beckham Predators.
I thought you were a Puma guy because you got enormous feet.
Puma Kings were my first and will always be the one that fits me. But the Beckham ones were white and blue, and they had the little elastic band on the tongue.
I know which ones you mean. They were sick. I'm going for
just regular Preds, like
early 2000s total 90s from Nike. The ones with the 90 on the side.
And the circle.
Exactly.
Okay. Big
and I had like black and blue or something, like metallic blue. I think I bought like 4 pairs of them. I wore them for years.
God, love them. Right, next one from Rocco Lucas, or Lucas, maybe he's German. Says, what do you think is going to happen to Frankfurt next season? Do you think they'll be able to keep players like Jovic and Rebic and sign their loans in Trapp, Hinteregger and Rode? Okay,
so let's start with the loans. So I'm a big Frankfurt fan, for everybody who doesn't know. Rode, Trapp and Hinteregger. I got a good feeling for all 3 of them, they're going to stay. Hinteregger, who's on loan from Augsburg, was one of Augsburg's all-time most expensive players, but they just signed Reece Oxford on a permanent deal, or just about to sign him on a permanent deal, which will mean that Hinteregger is free to go. And he clearly said that he loves to stay at Frankfurt, he enjoys it there. Trapp said the same thing, basically. He said the club means a lot to him. He came from Frankfurt when he went to PSG. PSG is not going to want too much money for him. We're talking about something less than 10 million here, I guess. And probably actually less than 10 million. And Rode was done when he was at Dortmund. So definitely, if Dortmund is trying to put up a fight here and asking for a lot of money, then these guys...
I didn't realize Rode was on loan.
Yeah, he's on loan. And so I think we can keep them all. Big question though. Jovic, Rebic, Aller, these are the 3 guys that are going to be most toughest to hold. Aller's going to stay for another season. He's injured, he's out for the rest of the season, which sucks for Frankfurt fans. But on the other hand, keeps him under the radar a little bit, staying in Frankfurt. Jovic, there are rumors that Frankfurt is looking to sell him for a lot of money this summer. So I say he's the hardest one to keep, and I think Rebic is very happy in Frankfurt. If Bayern isn't coming in with a big money bid, which could happen.
If you make Champions League this season, though,
they're all staying.
They're all staying.
Okay. Then the only thing that could happen is that Jovic already signs somewhere but gets loaned back.
Okay, that'd be pretty good for you.
Yeah, I would love that.
But
the thing is, people underestimate how important Aller is for Frankfurt. Jovic is, the last few weeks without him, he's more or less useless. Atlas K asks, who, name a specific player, do Spurs need to sign to challenge and win the Premier League title next season?
Wow, who does Spurs? Well, one player isn't going to do it for Spurs, unfortunately. I'd love to sign Tielemans. We just mentioned him at Leicester. Unbelievable midfielder.
Great man,
and 21 or 22 years old.
Another man we talked about earlier.
Incredible, for the future. He'd be great. If Eriksen leaves, I'd love another winger to come in. Someone like Nicolas Pepe.
Bring in Donny van de Beek.
Van de Beek as well.
Van de Beek would be sick.
But these guys, I think, maybe out of Spurs' reach.
I'm not sure.
And financially as well.
What is actually the situation? Does anybody know what the financial situation is? Are you guys fucked because of the stadium?
No,
or aren't you?
We're not screwed because of the stadium.
We're just screwed because
it's very expensive, but some of the money Spurs make is ridiculous from the stadium.
Yeah.
And they haven't even announced the naming right deal yet.
Oh shit!
Which is going to bring in a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think Spurs have a budget of around 50 to 60 million.
Only? That's not a lot.
Which isn't going to bring you in.
Isn't it? It doesn't have any.
But then if you sell a few as well.
Yeah.
But I'd be amazed if Spurs pulled off another Champions League signing.
I think you can get Van de Beek for 60 million this summer.
If only it were that easy. Right. Next up, Eric Anderson says, do you think Mbappé is just a Liga player, or could he make it big in the Premier League, for example?
He can make it big in any league in the world.
Thank you. I don't know how people are underrating Mbappé. No.
Like the only thing that could happen to Mbappé to stop his career was like something like an injury to his the ACL or something, and actually can't slow a player down over over the course of an injury. But as long as he keeps on being the fastest player I've ever seen on a pitch and being that good with the ball and that smart in his decision making, this man will be the biggest future star in football.
He's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just what it is. He's unbelievable. He can make it anywhere. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Mbappé, incredible.
Pitcher comments with the quick fire for you, Matt. How likely are these transfers on a scale 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest? Werner to Bayern.
4. That's quite high.
Absolutely. Ndombele to City.
2.
Bale to United.
2.
Mane to Madrid.
2.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Dybala to Barca when Messi leaves.
Oh, when Messi leaves? Maybe 3.
How likely is it that Messi leaves?
Well, saying eventually.
We're talking about retirement here? Or?
Probably. That's going to be a few years.
Do you think he's ever going to play professional football for another club than Barcelona?
Yeah.
To the Roswell Old Boys, or however they're called, his youth club?
Rosario Central.
That's exactly what I meant.
Was that his team, Rosario? Yeah.
I think it was something
or was it Newell's Old Boys?
Now I think Rosario.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I can see Messi actually. I think he'll go to America. To
the Miami club when Beckham, in 2021 they're starting at MLS?
Something like that. I think Messi will go.
You heard it here first, guys. Onefootball breaking news once again.
Breaking rumours. Next up from Ahmed Nakvi, who says, who do you think Zidane will choose as his #1 goalkeeper?
Well, we're not only breaking rumours, we're breaking Belgian hearts too. Because it sure looks like Kylian Mbappé.
Yeah.
Which is insane, but it looks like he...
What a turn up for the books.
I think we talked about that here, or was it a different channel? I'm not sure. But I talked about it before, that Zidane and Navas have a special relationship. They really like each other. And Zidane always, in the last few years, basically the board always says, don't we need another goalkeeper? We can bring in somebody. And he was like, nope, I got Kylian, I'm good. And it actually looks like he's taking Kylian.
No reason, yeah.
Which I'm like, guys, don't get me wrong, I would take Courtois. Anytime, any day of the week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, Kylian Mbappé is over 30 now. Like, he's like a meter, like, in your fantasy language, like 5'5" or something like that.
He's not that short.
He is quite short for a goalkeeper.
Yeah,
he's brilliant, great reflexes, but honestly, you don't sign Courtois.
You take Courtois. I'd take Navas. I'd say if they can get a lot of money for Courtois.
How much money will they get for a player they signed for 30 that didn't play the entire season, like a half the season?
Yeah, but you're selling him on his potential and the rest of his contract. I reckon they could get 50,
why don't you
60
gamble on his potential and keep him? Why, like Real Madrid needs to renew the squad. Why not keep Courtois, who has been not as good.
You're asking me like I know.
Like,
why do we ring Zidane?
Don't you think that he has the potential to be a top 5 goalkeeper in the world?
Yes. But I'm not sure he'll reach there.
Of course you're not sure, but would be a pain if he reaches it somewhere else.
I'm just not sure he's like the top level of keeper.
I'm saying he has a potential.
Yeah, all right.
But is Kylian Mbappé a world-class keeper for you? Because he's not for me.
Yeah, also no. Maybe bring someone in.
Yeah, maybe. All right, next question is coming in from Tariq Khatib. Is Salah's playing style similar to Messi's?
Ooh, no. No, Salah's... I think Salah now is far more a finisher, a striker. He's quick, he gets in behind, he can turn the defender, Salah, and move from left to right incredibly well.
Which is a tough thing to say about when you're talking about Messi, one of the greatest scorers in history of football.
Salah can do that and then run through and stick the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
He cannot do what Messi can do.
No.
In terms of bringing the rest of the team into play, passing through balls.
Exactly.
I'm not saying Salah's bad or anything, but Salah's quite one-dimensional.
Absolutely.
He's just too quick for anyone else.
Exactly. And Messi is so smart.
Yeah.
And we can actually see Messi is still one of the quickest players out there.
Yeah.
But you can see he's getting a bit slower. But he's just so much smarter, and he's always 1 or 2 steps ahead in his footballing brain.
The thing is with Messi's still got the acceleration.
Yeah.
He is not doing these 60, 70-yard runs now, Messi, with the ball. Because he knows that there are other players who are also probably got a better top speed.
Yeah.
Where Salah can knock it and keep running. But Messi's so much smarter. For me, it's not even a comparison.
No, probably Messi is the smartest footballer we've ever seen, right? Don't you think?
I'd put him up there.
Yeah.
He's just phenomenal. Right, let's crack on with the last one.
It is the last one. It's from Kyra Magan. Ooh, butchered it again.
No, that's quite good. Kyra Magan.
If you were a coach, which team would you coach?
Oh, I feel like I'm starting a new Football Manager save. If I was a coach, who would I coach? Technically, I am a qualified coach.
You're actually quite high. What is your...
UEFA B.
Look at that!
A UEFA B license in coaching.
That's insane.
Yeah. Who would I coach? Well, I mean, it would be super interesting to coach Ajax. I know we talk about them a lot, but they have such an amazing development. In England, though, if I was to start in England, the coach, I love the way that Southampton coach. And they bring through some phenomenal players.
They're an interesting club, that's true.
Yeah. Southampton, both for developing players and as a youth academy. Yeah, phenomenal.
I would take the British Lions. The Berlin British Lions, I would make you captain and then never play you. And then never play you. And I would just
That's my amateur football team. Yeah. If you guys want to follow all my amateur footballing moves, check out the British Lions.
Yeah, British Lions Berlin, great club.
Maybe I'll leave a link somewhere.
Yeah, you get like King Kong Babyface as a winger or something like that. He's called something like that. He's a ridiculous
something
name.
Babyface.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Anyway, we'll stop that there on the talk of amateur football. But some great questions from you guys. One more time, just as we say every time, make sure you look out for the community post on a Wednesday evening to leave all your questions. Seen a few of you leaving them under the daily news and they're not going to quite make the cut. However, thank you very much for all of them. Anyway, I hope we provided some insightful answers. Nico will be around every other week, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll work out some sort of road to a paddy. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. And until next time, we'll see you later.